Hey guys, welcome to the woods. Well, it's getting late and it's windy today, and I thought, maybe I won't do a video today. But you know what? I need a reminder every day about this simple little paradigm. I'm going to give it to you again. And another little view of the woods, right? It's still beautiful. All right, so I would say predominantly the planet puts out a narrative or an interpretation that says that to use the figures that we've always used, so we're used to them, but I don't really like to involve these two, but there's, a God who wants to give you blessings if you're good enough for him, if you're earning them, or if you're worthy. And there's a devil who's giving you a hard time whenever you deserve it, and whenever he wants to. And we've interpreted our past under that narrative. I was good when I was a kid, things were good, and I did well, and then I got older and I started doing things bad, and things didn't go so well, and I had some hard times, and things came my way that I'm like, I didn't bring that on myself. I was victimized by someone or something, and this was a terrible thing. So we can all think of something that was really kind of tragic in our lives. And a lot of wise spiritual people would say, focus on the things that feel good about your past. And that's true. But I think it's important to realize the paradigm of what's going on, that we've got this sense of I'm not going to say but the predominant narrative on the planet is watch out for bad doers and evilness in whatever form you want to interpret it, and work hard to earn something from the good giver. Devil, God, I think. So you can get a sense of that, right? I mean, people are kind of there. And I think it's important that you realize that it's not that paradigm. That's not the one that applies to reality as we know it. Here's what does apply. And the science will back this stuff. We have thoughts based on things we see, things we hear, blah, blah, blah. So we're exposed to something where someone's playing that narrative, for instance. Oh, watch out for this. And our mind goes, watch out for that. I hadn't thought about that one. Things have come up to me before that I wasn't prepared for and I should have been watching out for. I should be more cautious about this. I should learn to carry a gun. I should learn to whatever. There's just watch out. I got to be prepared. I got to watch out. So when someone says watch out, you spark up. Yeah. And then your mind goes into the narrative of the things you're supposed to have watched out for before that you think you didn't, and things where you think your life went bad because of something you've done wrong. Or you're young and the narrative of your adults in your life are watch out, get strong, get ready. Life's going to be real and it's going to be tough. So that paradigm is what I'm trying to ixnay. But let's go into the other paradigm. What really is happening? What really is happening is you're interpreting words and sounds and visuals, and you're interpreting them, and if you're playing a fear narrative in your mind, then you're gonna build on the negative, fearful things that you can think of. Okay? As that happens for a minute or seconds or whatever, you feel it. Now your feelings are what is how you read the vibration. Vibration doesn't talk in words, it doesn't show images. It comes through your feelings. So, what's the vibration of what's coming to me? What am I bringing into? What am I allowing? It's really the art of allowing is what this is really called. So what am I allowing into my experience? Well, it's going to be whatever your vibration is. What do you feel? If you're feeling fearful, worried, woe is me, miserable, victimized, angry, any of those things, that's what you're going to bring, that matching experience. What you feel is the interpretation of what you've been thinking. And what you feel is matches to the outside vibration. This planet can give you any experience and every experience. That doesn't mean you're never going to have a tricky thing, because you got to get in touch with who you really are, your energy ball, soul, higher self. The real you has things it wants to grow from. But things that you grow from are always perceived as, you've got to perceive them as positive. If you have something you grew from when you were younger, I see people give me these narratives all the time about terrible things that happened in their life. And they're like, I'm kind of glad that happened though. What do you mean you're kind of glad that happened? We're here to grow, we're here to blossom, we're here to tune in, tap in, turn on. and become one with our higher consciousness, and then exhibit that out into the world. Match the frequency of your feelings means go for the strongest love feeling that you can have about your present, your future, your past, all of it. But I think the point I want to get across today and re-emphasize is that paradigm of it's something outside of you that controls this is so not helpful. It's really detrimental. Instead, realize that if I think about these downers, I'm going to pull down, and I'm going to exhibit a fear vibration. I'm going to feel it. My chest is going to be tight. I just don't feel good. I'm just having a bad day. I don't know why. Well, it's because of yesterday and last night's narrative you were playing in your mind. So turn off the negative narrative from wherever it's coming at you, and even the neutral stuff, and put something like this conversation in more of a loop and figure out how you're going to remind yourself of it. Which is why I basically feel like I'm just going to keep posting these things, because it helps me remind you that I don't have to watch out for anything. Nothing's going to ever come my way that I'm not vibrationally wanting. And people say, well, I didn't want these terrible things. They wouldn't be terrible things. Things get terrible because we don't do anything. We're fearful. You get locked down in your fear paradigm, and then the world gets rough. If you think someone out there is ruining your life, you're going to have a wreck of a life. You got to realize it's my own thinking. I got to feel worthy. I got to feel loved. I got to feel deserving. So I'm going to have to talk to myself about how I love myself, about how worthy I am, how about what a great job I've done in my past, and what fun I'm going to have in the future. That's my narrative. That's what it's got to be to yourself. So anyway, all right, even my fingers are cold today. I don't know. I got to have to, I'm going to have to gear up. All right. Well, you guys have a great night, and I'll talk to you soon.